The dying things we live for. What's going on, guys? Keegan here with rockstardreams.com, hanging out with Moths to Flames. What's going on, fellas?
Not much, man. How are you?
Good, good. I know this isn't your first rodeo here at So What. Welcome back. What's it like being back at this festival?
It's cool. It's nice. We had to miss one of the more recent years just for some personal issues. We were actually finishing Dying Things, so couldn't make the tour. The kind of extended into our time, so we couldn't make it down. It's nice to be back. The 10 year, it's a good lineup. Feel pretty privileged to be here, so looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, you guys are on a little bit later today, main stage 2. We look forward to catching that set. You guys have been putting out so much good music for so long. I think 7 albums, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably releases or so with EPs and deluxe reissues and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been definitely pretty surreal. We started the band in a basement with just kind of the intent to have some fun and play some music. And you know, you tell me 7 years ago that it would have been like that, it would have been, you know, probably would have blew my mind. But we're very thankful. It's like I said, surreal opportunity to get to have the opportunity to continuously release music. You know, we're thankful to have a label like Rise who's believed in us pretty much from the get-go. So it's been awesome.
Yeah, shout out to Rise Records and all the A&Rs there. The guys have such a good family and a sense of community. Been putting out so many good bands for so long. I know you guys are touring. We were chatting a little bit before with Sworn In here. They just signed with Fearless Records. Shout out to those guys. And they made Warped Tour, so hell of a week for them. Obviously, being able to get on a bill with you guys has got to be pretty rad for them. So, what's that experience been like with Sworn In? And they've been grinding for a while now. But at the same time, you guys kind of mentor them in a sense. How's that kind of chemistry been with those guys?
Ironically enough, we had met those dudes maybe I'd say 4 years ago, touring down to one of these festivals, whether it be So What or I think he has a festival every year called Unsilent Night as well, and. It's just kind of nice to tour with a band that you have some past chemistry with. It makes it a lot easier when you're going into like the readjustment stages of meeting everybody. You know, especially when it's a short tour, it kind of takes away from some of the strain of having to reintroduce yourself and kind of, sometimes in the early stages of tours you feel like you're walking on eggshells, just trying to make sure you're not pissing people off.
It's getting used to that family on the road.
Yeah, so it's. Touring definitely brings out a different side of people, and they've always been a band that's really respectful to us and vice versa. So it's been nice to kind of watch them grow as they're watching us grow, and as we touched on before the interview started, it's kind of nice to see them gain what they deserve, with the Warped Tour and Fearless and stuff like that. So yeah, it's good, man. Very
cool. At the end of the day, we're all in this together, so you got to have each other's back and support your brother. So obviously it's been a couple years since you guys put out a studio album. What's in the works? Can you guys kind of touch on maybe a future release, or you guys kind of behind the scenes work with any producers you can talk about?
I'll let him touch on it so you can answer some questions too.
We actually just finished recording the next record. We did it with Eric Ron. First time ever working with him. One of the best dudes on like a lot of different levels, like way beyond recording. Like we vibed with him on just like a hanging out level, and yeah, that's coming out this year. That's as much as we can really say about it. But yeah, it's definitely a different step. Definitely a different step in a way different direction. So for people to hear it.
I dig it, my man. Well, we're definitely stoked to hear it here at rockstardreams.com out of San Francisco. We'll be keeping tabs on you guys all year long. Stay tuned for that LP coming out later this year, guys.